Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a message called Spirit's Roomba. There can seem to be a space between two entities in a relationship. What occupies that space? When you don't feel good regarding someone or something in particular, ego's judgments are occupying the seeming space between what you see as you and whatever person or thing seems to have that charge for you. In other words, you see yourself as different from whatever seems to be over there setting you off. The judgments that seem to fill the space between you and that thing or you and that person seem to be different from both you and the thing you seem to be looking at. When you're feeling satisfied, ego's version of good, then there are positive judgments from ego about particular things that seem to occupy the space between you and that thing or you and that person. When you're feeling supreme joy, there is nothing between you and anyone or anything else. There is no else. Just for the purposes of illustration, however, let's say there is a vast pool of light between you and that person or you and that thing. And then as you gaze at this light and bask in this light, the light envelops and shines right through what you saw as you. It shines right through what you saw as someone or something else. All is light, and there is no approval or disapproval. There is only joy, only love. You know what is occupying the seeming space between you and other by how you feel. If you feel bad, judgment is occupying that space. If you feel satisfied or pleased, rather than fulfilled and happy, judgment is occupying that space. Judgments are the instruments of torture you use upon yourself. If you feel joyful and at peace, enlivened and happy, then light fills that space and shows you that you are one with it. You are joined with everyone and everything in this light. Ego's judgments are like coats carelessly tossed on a bed at a party. They obscure the bed, but they cannot make it cease to be. They only cover up the light that reminds you that you are joined. The judgments cannot touch or harm the light in any way. When you become aware that you have tossed judgment into the seeming space between you and other, you can set Spirit's Roomba loose in that space. If you feel tension, simply activate that intention to have it cleaned up for you. Know that allowing the cleanup of all the judgments to which you attached is more important than anything ego might be clamoring for you to do. We only ask that you rest for a moment with intention and that you do so frequently. Spirit's Roomba, set loose, reveals the light. Spirit's Roomba, set loose, removes tension and disquiet. Spirit's Roomba reveals inspiration, that which makes everything effortless and obvious. Spirit's Roomba helps you play your part in allowing miracles that assist all. Your part is only to give permission. When you feel tension, it is an indicator that you are not allowing Spirit to assist. Tension, no matter how minor, is the signal that you need a moment of intention. Stopping is your priority now, as many times as you need to stop to allow the light to control your perception of all relationships. These are your relationships with things and ideas just as much as they are relationships with the beings you call other. Wherever there is tension in your perception of anything at all, this is exactly where Spirit can be allowed to do what it has never been your job to do. We abide in the light with you, and we have never been merely satisfied about it. It is, always has been, and always will be our greatest joy to be here with you. Thanks for listening.